Wow, casually Weiss Schwarz video being late? Color me surprised. Tokyo Revengers has been out for a good while now, and I wanted to make a deck profile about my favorite combo in the game, 28 choice. I got the cards through the generous support of my viewers, and I built a deck. Then I play tested it, made some changes, play tested it again, made some more changes, and eventually I did give up on it and I swapped over to 8 choice. In this video, we're going to talk about the combo, what's supposed to do, and just kind of how it fails. This video was created in part by a friend of the channel, RDR. Please subscribe to their channel where they're going to be uploading One Piece TCG videos. And now that I've said it, you have to do it, RDR. I will not be doing a deck profile on this deck because honestly, it's not good. It's honestly not good. But here is a sample deck list. This is the best that I'm able to get it while still keeping it 28 choice. I would highly recommend playing around with the ratios of the choice targets, but we'll get to those a whole lot later. With that out of the way, let's get started. This is literally a video that no one has asked for. The combo is not on a level 1, but on a level 2. Well, that's a red flag already. This is carrying towards Comrade's Akun. This states that if you have Thanks for the Courage Takemichi in your clock, this card loses a level in your hand. If you have 2 or more other revenge characters, this gains 3 key power and climax combo. If Nizo middle 5 is in play, and you have 2 or more other revenge characters, all your other boys, which are on the screen right now, gain choice. The climax is a 1k1 and a choice then triggered. Right off the bat, this card, in its card text, it's telling you what cards you need to run in your deck. When you play the climax and you fulfill the condition, all of those cards turn into choice triggers. So when you trigger one of those, you activate the choice effect. That is why this deck is called 28 choice. So, what do those cards do? Well, this boy Yamagishi is on play from hand. Choose a card in your clock, add it to your hand, then you place a card from your hand to your clock. And at the start of your opponent's attack phase, if there's a character facing this card, you may move this to an open position on your center stage. This card lets you use your clock as a resource as well as set up your 2-1 early drop, and you could just run away if there is something in front of it. This boy with the hair is a vanilla. Moving on. The Makoto states that on play from hand, you can marker the vanilla, and during your turn, if there is a marker underneath this card, this gains 4 key power and on attack, pay 1 twin drive. The other card that gains choice is the 2-1, which we've already covered, and the 3-2 finisher. And that card is on play from hand or by the effect of itself, you heal in climax combo. At the end of this card's attack, if you have time leap in play and trigger Naoto in play, you could pay 2, ditch 2, send this to your memory. Choose a Takemichi character from your waiting room, play it to where this card was. The climax is a 1k1 and a choice when triggered. And there we have our end goal. You use the 2-1 to generate stock or hand to get enough ammo for the Takemichi to go full Orcus combo. Here's some support cards that I suggest that you run. The special person Emma, because she lets you choose what to trigger, and that could be really helpful if you need a choice. Fight Me one-on-one Takemichi, because he is on reverse. If you have a climax, you get to blind stock, so that way most of your choice triggers will be going to your hand. Obviously, trigger Naoto because that's what you need for the level 3, but also Takemichi and Mikey might be a little spicy because it is a level downer, but also it's a global 500 with a trigger and Takemichi in its name. Those last 2 things are important. So I played this deck for about a month. I played it on stream. I played it with viewers of the channel on the Discord, and I'm really dedicated to the craft, and this deck does not really work out that well. Resources. So one of the biggest issues is the resources for the 3-2 Takemichi. This is definitely a worst version of the Choice Slime or Morphonica. The attacking multiple times is very, very nice, but you do not gather enough resources in this build to go full ape shit. With Slime, you're able to get all your Rimurus in a chain, and Morphonica, you can get a couple going because of its condition. This one, you're going to stop because you do not have enough hand or stock. You're not going to have enough resources because the actual level 2 is a little iffy. In Weiss Schwarz, you want a combo that is able to net you resources and gain advantages consistently with little to no obtrusions, which leads me to my next point, the level 2 combo. The actual level 2 is not the best. To get your level 2 on board, you need to have the Takemichi in your clock. You do have that guy with the glasses to help swap things around, but you are gonna need to have that Takemichi in your hand. There are ways to get it in your hand, but that's another thing that you need to worry about. There have been some games where that Takemichi has not appeared at all, and I was not able to get that combo at level 1. Now, when you play the choice climax, you give all your targets choice. That does not stack. There are some games where I'd get a choice and a bunch of games where I just get nothing. And when you do trigger, you either get one stock or one hand. I forgot to mention, but there were also some games where I've run out of choice targets in my waiting room. And if you play this combo again, there is a chance that you're gonna miss because you gotta load up your waiting room again with choice targets. Because of the nature of the level 3 combo, you are going to add it to your hand because the stock really isn't that much to worry about. It's more of the hand. And also, that's essentially it. You're not cycling through your deck. You're not getting exactly what you need for the following turns. You are dependent on what you are triggering and hoping that you have a play next turn, because the next issue is the choice targets. You're in trouble when your deck is running a vanilla as a combo piece. These cards are not the best. I'll be just straight up. They're not the best. Now this card, not that bad. It does go to 7k5 with a marker and 8k5 on climax with trend drive, which is really good because that lets you choice more often. But after that, it quickly goes down to 3k5, which can easily be run over by drop search at a climax. You lose board advantage, and then you're gonna have to play cards from your hand, which, remember, you need to have a hand to do the Takemichi combo. The longer your cards stay on board, the more advantage you're able to have. This card is gonna be at 10k on climax, which is damn strong, and 9k cross turn. I wish these were better, honestly. Like, I wish these were a whole lot better. In a typical deck, you want to be running these. But because you have to run playsets of these to get a true 28 choice deck, there isn't much wiggle room for your other cards, aka your support cards. With all these shortcomings, this deck is still pretty fun to play, and it's really fun if you have a fun opponent to play against. You won't be winning many games, but this deck is really cheap to build. I spent about $25 or so on it. Either way, I'll be taking this one out every now and then to remind myself on how much time I wasted on trying to make this deck good. Just like the Chica deck. Why do I do this to myself? Either way, link in the description if you want a sample deck. By all means, modify it to however you want. Thank you all for watching. Sorry this video was a little bit of a downer, but I kind of want to explain why this combo doesn't work as opposed to like a good combo like the 8 choice Tokyo Revengers combo, which is a whole lot better than this one, I can tell you that. But either way, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. Thank you all to my channel members scrolling up over here. I was able to create this deck through their generous support. And if you want to be a channel member, hit the join button. You get videos early, access to the community Discord, games as well. We play a lot of games there. Thank you again. Peace.